Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Conquistadors and the Green Bay Packers. This one fielded at the 5. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Hey, Charlie. 50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent. Protein spill. Let's get off the field, D. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
18 Gator.
First down, Conquistadors.
And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
On first down, it's Green. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Green, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now, out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
I'm here all day. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is taken around the 12. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Green. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
14.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to Sharp. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Green. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williamson. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Packers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Come get some.
On 2nd down, it's Green, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. It's complete to Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Wilson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. There's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Williams. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wilson. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's Wilson. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 3rd down gain of 19. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Forced out to his left. And now he's good. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Check three. Get it.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Slide, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
They'll set up to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get him one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Back now at Lambeau as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready? 18 Gator.
In your face.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side. And now, they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Leo, get.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll drop the throw. Dumps this one off to Mack. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Green. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
25.
On 3rd down, Green. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
It got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.